800 megawatts, the equivalent of one stage of load shedding, has been restored to the national grid. Ramokgopa says this will improve the reliability and performance of this power station, the fourth largest coal power plant in the world. All this to ultimately end load shedding and ensure a more stable electricity supply.
Well, the South Africans must be confident that we have turned the corner. And of course, at the right time, we'll be able to share with the country where we are relative to the overall objective of ending load shedding. Like I said, we are within touching distance. And I think in the next week or two, we'll call a media briefing just to show you what the performance has been. I want to say to the South African public that 8 of the 14 power stations are now at EAF of about 70, above 71%. I think one is over 91%. Where we are, the EAF is at about 80 to 83%. And the unit that we're talking about has been hovering performance around 80, 83%. That's exceptional performance.
According to Ramokgopa, South Africans have a lot to celebrate as the country's 14 power stations have stabilized and are supplying over 70% of power to Eskom. A short distance from Medupi is Matimba Power Station, contributing nearly 4,000 megawatts to the grid with its 6 units. The minister says work has begun on refurbishing the plant to make it competitive with the others.
But remember, to answer the question on energy security, we must have enough headroom to meet the expectation of a growing economy, but also that headroom must accommodate, be able to absorb any major failures of the units. If they were to happen, we can accommodate or absorb that failure. Yes, build shock absorbers, and the lights continues to be on. So I must say that we are on an excellent patch. It's a purple patch. I think we're moving in the right direction. I'm exceptionally confident about our ability to turn the situation around.
Eskom says although the price of electricity remains high, they welcome the minister's interventions and efforts to ensure a consistent power supply. An energy expert says those responsible for the 2021 explosion at the Medupi power station should be held accountable.
Not having this unit in service for the last 4 years, during the years of load shedding, added an extra stage, you can say, nearly one stage of load shedding to South Africa's load shedding burden, and this cost the economy very significantly. So all in all, I'm sure everybody is really happy that the unit has been restored, returned to service, not least of all the customers of electricity, because this really now reduces the probability of load shedding by about one stage.
Ramokgopa says he will soon make pronouncements on efforts by his department to strengthen South Africa's energy resilience and power grid stability.
For Newzroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Scara Mafokoane at the Medupi Power Station in Lephalale, Limpopo.